People constantly ask me, what are the best ingredients for making pizza? We are going to go roam the aisles of Gerrity's, the Fresh Grocer in Clark Summit to find the best pizza ingredients. I'm going to spend some time at this cooler right here because this is where I always pick stuff up. Here's that boar's head pepperoni that I tested, which comes up pretty well. And then the Margherita, which is leading in the flavor department in my taste test right now. And then the sliced mozzarella. Make sure you wrap it with a paper towel, dry it out for a half hour before you use it. But this is the stuff I like. You can get the locatelli in this little wedge here and grate it yourself. Or this is really nice to have in your fridge because it's convenient and you can reseal it. Okay, so behind these giant sticks of Margherita pepperoni is one of my favorite cheeses. We have the Cooper cheese. I always get the white, but people say the yellow is very good too. I think the white looks a little more natural on a pizza, but if you're talking double crust white, this one's the GOAT. And then as far as American cheese goes, Land O'Lakes White American is awesome if you want to use it on pizza. I know some people don't do it. Clearfield's also a great brand. Haven't tried the private label stuff yet, but we'll get to it. Gotta love that deli. So much to pick from here. Now let's head over to the dairy aisle and see what the cheese is all about. If you must go the convenience route, I'd rather see you, rather than grab the pre-shred, maybe grab pre-sliced mozz. It'll melt better. But more importantly, below here, we have imperial dough, imperial shells, Augustini shells. This is a great place to get pizza shells and pre-made dough. If you're not into making dough yet, these make great Old Forge or Sicilian style pizzas. You can even do a round pan pizza with it. But imperial shells made in Scranton, very good. And then the legendary Augustini shells from Old Forge. Can't beat them. Lots of different varieties to pick from. I just tried the bowl and basket sharp white cheddar blended with some grande mozzarella on top of a pan-fried Sicilian pizza, and it came out wonderfully. You want to grate this yourself, though. Don't get the pre-shred stuff. So out of the selection, these are the ones that'll get the job done. The Galbani, the bowl and basket, the Palio. Actually, this melts pretty well, too. Here's a fun one. If you want to make stuffed crust pizza, grab yourself some pull-apart string cheese, roll them in the crust, and it makes it a lot easier to make stuffed crust. They have the Nardones. I grew up on this stuff. Just tear off a slice and eat it. They even have their house brand hot honey. I haven't tried this yet, but a lot of people love hot honey on their pepperoni pizza. If you're making New York or Neapolitan style pizzas, this semolina flour is great to dust your dough with. Not only does it make it easier to launch into the oven, it gives you a good flavor. See that yellowish hue? So the tomato section here at Fresh Grocer Gerrity's is pretty decent. Let's find some of the best. Well, I haven't tried the bowl and basket brand tomatoes yet in my tomato taste tests, so we're going to throw this in the cart, test them out, and I'll let you know how they are. We saw these at ShopRite, the Jersey Fresh crushed tomatoes, very good. Scalfani's also a good brand. And then when you see the yellow canned, Cento is always very reliable. The pizza sauce collection is small but mighty, right? This one's very highly ranked. Del Grosso, the pepperoni pizza sauce is delicious. Del Grosso makes some good stuff, very affordable as you can see. And the Don Pepino here is like very reliable, and you can make it your own. But these here are all good. I have to say, the selection of tomatoes and the quality of the brands has improved since they moved to the Fresh Grocer label. As far as take and bake Old Forge pizzas go, these Baker Boys pizzas I did review, and they're actually very good. They cook up beautifully at home. Check out the website and you'll find the review there. Now this is literally the only Gerrity's location that you'll find the Baker Boys Old Forge pizza. Now the other one over here, Ravello's, you'll find them in many, many stores. Tons of olive oils to pick from here. Since heat and light are enemies of olive oil, as it can sour and go bad, you want to look for a darker container. You can see most of these are dark, and the Grocer one that I usually select is actually opaque. You can't even see through it. So don't keep your olive oil stored in a warm place, particularly next to your oven. So many grocery stores have that yellow Cento aisle. I remember back in the toy store, I used to avoid the pink aisle because it was the girls' toys, right? But Cento makes great products. And if you want to thicken up your sauce, this is a great tomato paste to use. Also comes in this convenient tube, so if you only need a small amount, you squeeze it out, put the cap back on, and put it in the fridge. Headed down the baking aisle. And we have a pretty standard selection here of flours. The one that I would recommend would be the King Arthur bread flour. Here's our yeast selection. I always recommend going with the instant yeast. It'll save you some headaches. If you don't want to slice up your own pepperoni to have it cupped, they do have this convenient Hormel cup and crisp, and it also cups and crisp at a lower temperature, so you don't need like a Gosney rock box oven or any of those high temperature ones. These will actually cup and crisp right in the microwave. So the deli here is really the strength of what Gerrity's does. Also their tomato selection. Really like it here. This is kind of my hometown shop. I'm here the most, and they have a lot of good selection. Not so much in the higher end sort of specialty brands, but they do have rock solid store brand. That Bowl and Basket always performs well. All right, let's ring it out. I happen to be a self-checkout guy, but one of the cool things about Gerrity's is they really focus on providing those cashiers to check you out and ring you up. All right, so a successful trip, guys. The deli was really the strength of this. Tomato section's good, but also if you're in the Clark Summit Fresh Grocer, don't forget Gio's Pizza Company, legit pizza. Stop by there too after you're done shopping. And after you're done shopping, as always, don't forget to return your shopping cart. So that's all for me. Let me know where I should go next shopping for the best pizza ingredients. And please be sure to like and subscribe so I can continue to spread the word and help people find the best ingredients for making pizza.